collective. All right, so this is going to be a little bit different of a reading, so cross watchers are welcome for this one. So if you are all booed up, this is not the reading for you. If you are talking with somebody and you feel like, you know, you're perfect, you're great together, but there's some kind of blockage, this is the reading for you. If you know, you're in no contact with somebody and there's a blockage, this is the reading for you. Okay, so we're going to find out what the blockage is for every sign. So maybe it can help you either better communicate, or so you can understand your person a little bit better. But we're going to dive into what is blocking them. Okay, so obviously you're going to want to cross watch for your partner, the person that you're interested in, the person that you're not talking to, and maybe that will give you a little bit more insight. So let's see what's blocking Aries females. For Aries females, let me get 3 cards. So we've got too much work. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved. Stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. And too passive. Take initiative to meet someone and to keep the passion ignited. So what I'm getting from this is if this is an Aries female who you're having a hard time kind of breaking down the barrier, number one, I think this person is still hasn't fully healed from an ex-partner. Okay. So when it comes to too much work and too passive, I think that it's not that it's too much work and that they don't know how to ask for what they want. They do. They're just afraid to. They haven't fully healed. So there could be something about you that kind of triggers them, which to me tells me that, again, they're not fully over something that an ex did and they need to work on that. So if you are having a difficult time with an Aries female, that's what it is there's something that they haven't fully healed from yet, and that is the reason that you're having a hard time breaking down the wall. Okay? All right. Let's see, what about Aries masculine? Aries masculine. What is the blockage? What is the blockage? 3 cards, please. We've got anxiety, judgment, and procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. And you're afraid to get close to someone. They are scared to give them a chance. So what I feel like, this person, I kind of feel like they don't, they may not feel 100% like they're good enough for you. I think that they have anxiety that maybe you'll judge them or you're judging them or something like that. It could be maybe around their work. You may make more money than this person, and that makes them kind of I don't want to say intimidated, but I want to say it makes them feel less than because you make more money than them, even though you don't judge them about it. So I think that with procrastinate, they really do like you, but they're very insecure about, not feeling like they're enough. So, they are procrastinating in that way, but I think it's just because of their own, like, self-doubt and how they feel, because again, they feel like maybe they're not enough. And so because of that anxiety, I kind of get the feeling you guys don't get to see each other as much as you would like to. Like you may only get to see them every once in a while, and that makes you feel like, I don't know if this person even likes me. Like, does this guy like me or he doesn't? But when we're together, we have a good time. But you need to understand that deep down inside, this person does have anxiety about, are they good enough for you? Do they bring enough to the table? All of that. So again, I think that's why you guys seem perfect together, but then, you feel like there is some sort of a blockage there. Okay? So that is for Aries. All right, let's move on to Taurus. So Taurus females, what is the blockage? If you are dating a Taurus female, what is the blockage? If you are dating a Taurus female, what is the blockage? For Taurus female. Whoa, okay. So we got ambivalent. You say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want too much. You tell others too much about yourself at once. Sit back and listen more, walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. Indecision. You are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. I think this person, to be quite honest with you, if they do like overshare, and they say they want a relationship. So if this is resonating with you, like they tell you everything, they say they want this relationship and all of that. I think they're really indecisive on whether or not they want this relationship, to be quite honest with you. Okay. I think they're kind of on the fence right now on whether to actually commit to this relationship or if they just want to walk away. Now, I don't know if that's because of you or just because that's who they are. Like they overshare, and it seems like it's intimacy. And they may, to be honest with you, I kind of get the feeling that they kind of emotionally throw up on you sometimes. So like they tell you so much, and I think at times it probably stresses you out. So it's kind of like they put their emotional baggage on you, but at the same time, I think this person doesn't know whether or not they want to be in this relationship, to be honest with you. So, I mean, they say that they do and all of that, but I kind of get the feeling like when you're with this person, they could overwhelm you with the emotional dumping that they do. But then again, you don't even know, it's kind of leaving you confused because you're like, well, okay, you tell me all these things. You tell me you want this relationship and all of that. But I think you kind of feel them pulling away at the same time. So like they emotionally dump on you and they're pulling away at the same time, which is, I could understand why you're confused. So if this resonates with you, it's because this person doesn't actually know if they want to be in this relationship. Okay? All right, let's see Taurus males. If you are dealing with a Taurus masculine, what is the blockage? If you are dealing with a Taurus masculine, what is the blockage? Taurus masculine, what is the blockage? For Taurus, we get 3 cards. All right. So we've got indecision, demanding, hiding feelings, and being guarded. So you set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. So right away, I do think this person does hide how they feel about you, which, like, I think intuitively you know how they feel, but they don't actually tell you. They're really guarded. I don't believe that you're demanding, but I think that you are a caliber woman that this person has probably never dated before. So, in addition to being extremely guarded, hiding their feelings and all of that, they don't know if they could live up to your standards. And again, that may be because you guys are not like equally yoked. I'm kind of getting like a little bit of a immature vibe off these cards, because we do have indecision, afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. And that's what I'm saying, is they're not, I think intuitively when you guys are together you can feel how they feel about you, but they never say it, which is again why I'm getting like a really immature vibe off the cards. And again, with demanding, you may be more established than this person, and so to them they kind of feel like those are the standards that are being set or whatever. You may be older than this person, but they're kind of like, well, I'm just gonna hide the way I feel and I'm gonna just stay guarded and all of that, not knowing that this is actually hurting the relationship, and it's keeping you kind of like, well, like, you know, you're probably asking whether or not you should invest more into this relationship. So if this is resonating, this is why. This person hides their feelings. I feel like they're really emotionally immature, so they don't actually know how to put their feelings into words. And I think that they feel like I don't think that they have ever really voiced in a mature manner the way that they actually feel, their wants or their needs. Again, I think this is somebody who's kind of immature and is probably emotional and is very emotionally immature. And so they're kind of like, I think they're kind of pushing down how they feel, and that's why they're like, well, I don't even know if I want this or that. I think they're trying to psych themselves out into telling themselves that maybe this is not what they want, but in reality they really do, because they're hiding how they feel, they're being really guarded. But again, you know, with the standards, you know, you are way more emotionally mature than this person. And again, I think you are more established than this person as well. And so that's why they're kind of like, I don't know that I can even live up to these standards. You're asking too much. And by asking too much, I also feel like you asking them to share how they feel and being intimate, like, you know, without sex, is a lot for them. And it's overwhelming for them. It's demanding. And that actually makes them more guarded. So it's, and I know that's confusing for you because you're like, well, what the hell, are we going to do this or not? So that's kind of what you're dealing with. Like, will this person ever let you in? I don't know. With indecision being out here, I don't even think they know. So it's really up to you on whether or not you want to continue to invest in this. All right. So Taurus, that's what I have for you. All right, Geminis. So if you're dealing with a masculine Gemini, what is the blockage? If you're dealing with a masculine Gemini, what is the blockage? Masculine Gemini. Dealing with a masculine Gemini, what is the blockage? We've got being guarded. Body shame. And getting crumbs. You feel unattractive to others. Work on. I'm not gonna lie. If you're dealing with a Gemini who's a man, with being guarded, body shame, and getting crumbs, you could be dealing with a narcissist. Okay, so because that's kind of what I'm getting. Narcissists are very insecure, and I'm kind of getting like you are dealing with like a narc. So on the bottom of the deck, you have self-neglect, ambivalent, demanding, tolerating abuse, indecision, vulnerable, losing yourself, and giving too much. This is all of the things that you would find in a relationship with a narcissist. So if you if you feel guarded all the time, and like, I don't know, if you feel like you're getting breadcrumb, you give too much, you feel like you're losing yourself, or you're walking on eggshells, you feel vulnerable all the time, you don't know whether you're coming or going, you started neglecting yourself, maybe you don't hang out with your friends anymore, you don't do the things you used to love doing, you don't write poetry anymore, or whatever, or you find you don't do the things that bring you joy anymore. Ambivalent, saying that they want this relationship, but you don't know, right? And they're demanding, and you tolerate abuse. Like, people don't like to admit all of that is a form, all of those things, like when you're accepting breadcrumbs, and you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you feel like you are isolated. Maybe you weren't embarrassed of your body before, but now you are, and you're guarded, and you don't do the things that used to bring you joy. That's narcissistic abuse. And right now, I don't. So you need to really, if you don't know about narcissism, if this ends in a marriage, this will not change. The other avenue that will happen is the discard. So if you have the opportunity to get out, I really would. If any of this resonated with you, I wouldn't walk away. I would fucking run. Because this is all narcissistic. This is all stuff that you find in a narcissistic relationship. All right, let's see. Gemini women. If you're dealing with a Gemini woman, and to be honest with you, the energy coming off of that, I couldn't tell whether that was a female doing it or a male. So this may bleed into the Gemini female reading as well. All right, Gemini females. If you're dealing with a Gemini female, what is the blockage? Past trauma, body shame, and too attached. Okay, this person has a lot of healing to do. We've got need rescuing on the bottom of the deck, fated to be alone, and too soon. This person, if you're dealing with a Gemini female and you know that they recently got out of a relationship, this person has a lot of past trauma that they need to work through. They also need to work on their self-esteem and, you know, with getting too attached, this person has codependency issues. So if you guys got in the relationship too soon, this person deep down inside thinks that, you know, they're going to be alone and need rescuing. Nobody can rescue anybody but themselves. Unless this person does some healing, I don't know that you want to take this on. I mean, obviously, you got when somebody has this kind of trauma, low self-esteem and codependency issues, when they feel this way about love and actually have jumped in to something too soon and they need rescuing, a lot of things are going to trigger this person, which means you guys will probably fight a lot. You'll get blamed for a lot of things that you didn't do. And this person will probably take out a lot of their past trauma on you. So I would, you know, if this resonates, this sounds like this is your story, I would really think about whether or not, you know, and you know whether or not this person needs to heal. I don't think I'm telling you something that you don't already know. You should not have to rescue somebody. You should find somebody who is healed. I'm not saying that people with past trauma don't deserve love. Absolutely, they do. But the only person who can heal them is themselves. They need to do the shadow work. They need to do the introspection. And because right now, with too attached, body shame, past trauma, need rescuing, fated to be alone and too soon, this person jumped right into this relationship, and I don't think they were alone very long, and they did not do any introspection. They did not learn any lessons, and this person is, and I think these past trauma, this isn't even just the last relationship. This could be the last couple of relationships that this person has not healed from. So just, if this resonated with you, keep that in mind. All right. All right. Let's see. If you're dealing with a Cancer man, what is the blockages? Cancer man, what is the blockages? Yeah, one more. All right, Cancer man, what is the blockages? We've got expectations, not committed, and holding on. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list. Want what is real, not committed, and holding on. I think this person is holding on to a past person. So unless you're that past person, you're not going to live up to their expectations. Okay. I think that you guys have a good time. I think you know that they're not committed. I don't think they're cheating, and you know that. I just think they're not committed, and you know that. Like, they're not going to commit to you. And so you need to ask yourself, like, are you really this is if you just want to have fun with this person, then by all means. But I think you know that this relationship isn't going anywhere. This person, again, is holding on to somebody from the past, and therefore compares everybody that they date to them. And nobody is ever going to measure up because you are not that person. So, if you're just hanging out and having fun, great. But I think deep down inside, you know that this person is not looking for a commitment. They're not going to settle down. So it's really up to you. If you stick around, you could end up getting really hurt. I think this person is probably great to hang out with, fun, good for, a good time. But when it comes to the commitment part, the feelings part, they're not there. They're not there. I would say, probably would make a really great friend. And that's probably it. So if this is resonating with you, this person is not going to commit. Okay. All right. Let's see. If you're dealing with a Cancer feminine, what is the blockage? Cancer feminine, what is the blockage? One more. Cancer feminine. What is the blockage if you are dating a Cancer feminine? 3 cards, please. So we've got 2 hard, lone wolf, and anxiety. So 2 hard, you believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally in your life. So I think this person that you're dealing with, and we've got lone wolf and anxiety. I think this person probably does not have a problem being alone. So they don't really care if they date or not. You may be giving this person anxiety because they're so used to all the relationships they've ever been in being hard, being something they had to fight for, being something where everything was fucking, trying to push a boulder up a hill. It's giving them anxiety of letting go and just letting everything flow naturally. This is somebody who, again, has probably had a lot of difficult relationships. And so the fact that this is running so smoothly, I think what they're waiting for is for the other shoe to drop. Okay. This person also, you have to remember, this is somebody who doesn't mind being alone. So, like, if it doesn't work out for them, then they may be like, well, fuck it, I tried. I do think it's giving them a little bit of anxiety about like, how well everything is going. Um, and it might be a little bit of disbelief on their part. So I would say if you really, really do care about this person, and this is resonating, I would say just be a little bit patient, maybe back off a little bit, because I think that, and I'm not saying like back off, like stop calling them. No, I'm just saying, um, be more, give them time, be patient. Make sure that you show up more than you talk about it. Um, Once the little crab comes out of her shell, she will love the shit out of you and love you until forever. But you have to understand that you are dealing with somebody who does not mind being alone. Probably spent a lot of time alone as well. But the fact that she's not having to fucking put in so much work into this relationship is giving her anxiety because she's not used to it. Okay? All right. Let's move on to Leo. If you're dealing with a masculine Leo, what is the blockage? Dealing with a masculine Leo, what is the blockage? What is the blockage? All right, let's find out. Masculine Leo, can I get 3 cards, please? Whoa. Hate it when they fall on the floor. Too busy, fear of touch, too hard. So with this fear of touch, I think that they fear intimacy, not sexually, but intimacy. Too busy. You use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. And too hard. You believe that it has to be too hard, and it doesn't. I'm getting somebody who's like really set in their ways, and like if they care about you, they probably aren't going to make that much of an effort to show it, because like that would require effort on their part. So you could be dealing with somebody, I don't know, who was married for a long time and is divorced. They like doing their own shit, and they really like, I guess the best way, like if this is sounding, like if this is resonating, like they're down to do whatever as long as it doesn't require any effort on their part. So you may get along really well with this person and you guys may have a lot of fun, but as far as like anything like long term or commitment or anything like that, like if this is resonating, then you're dealing with somebody who like doesn't talk about their feelings, like you guys do have a good time, you get along really well and all that, but as far as emotionally, nah, that's not a thing. And that's because like it requires effort on their part. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with you. I just think this person, like if you're around, cool. If you're not, cool. Like, kind of like a real nonchalant kind of vibe. And I mean, if that works for you, then great. But if you're looking for, like, you know, romantic dates, them to go out of their way to surprise you, or to, like, pamper you, and this is not that person. They're too busy for that. And again, like with Fear Touch, I'm not getting that. I'm pretty sure you guys fuck. It's just, it's like too much effort on their part. Like, if it requires effort, they're not going to do it. So, I mean, if that is okay with you, then by all means. All right. Leo feminine. If you are dealing with a Leo feminine, what is the blockage? Leo feminine, what is the blockage? Leo feminine. Past trauma, demanding, and unavailable. This person is, they may seem emotionally available, but they're not. So I'm kind of getting like this person has a blocked heart chakra. I'm also getting that this person's probably really demanding. This person is, if this person doesn't heal, I feel like, okay, if this is resonating with you, I feel like this person is very demanding because they're not going to allow you to hurt them, okay? So with past trauma and unavailable, this person is emotionally unavailable. So this person is probably, and I'm going to say it just because I am hearing it, this person's probably bitchy, all right? I'm kind of getting like a uppity feeling from this. This person is, their heart chakra is blocked. Like, they, from past traumas, they are emotionally unavailable. This person is not going to let you in. This person is not going to let you hurt them. And so they're always going to keep you at arm's length. Okay. And that's where this bitchy, demanding, like, I think they do it. They act like that because they don't want you close to them. So, you know, if this person were to heal, I think this demanding bitchiness would probably go away a little bit. But as far as this person letting you in, they're not. Okay. All right. Let's see. For Virgo, if you're dealing with a Virgo masculine, let's see what the blockage is. If you're dealing with a Virgo masculine, what is the blockage? One more. Three cards, Virgo masculine. All right. Ooh. Needs rescuing, too attached, being a victim. Like right off the back, I'm getting somebody who's kind of toxic. You know, being in victim mentality and needing rescuing, this means that this person is unable, they're unable to see anything that they do. So if you guys argue, if you guys fight, if whatever, it's always going to be your fault because they're a victim. They lack emotional intelligence. So I don't think you can even have a relationship, like an adult like conversation with this person. This person is codependent, has a victim mentality, and with needs rescuing, like you'll probably, I'm sorry that I'm going to put it this way, but it's just what I saw. You're probably going to have to change this person's like huggy for the rest of your life. So, like, again, if I think this person is like one of those people where you meet them and they're fantastic and like you love to be around them until you try to have an adult conversation with them, until you try to express to them, you know, something that they did that may have hurt your feelings. They're going to spin that because they're the victim, they need rescuing, and they're codependent. You cannot have an adult relationship or conversation with somebody who is a victim, who feels like they need to be rescued and all of that, and who is codependent. That's a lot of toxicity to put up with. So if this is resonating, you know, I mean, if you want to be Captain Save-A-Ho and have somebody who's codependent, who never takes responsibility or accountability, then this is your person. All right. Virgo females. Virgo females. Virgo females. Virgo females, can I get 3 cards, please? So we've got hiding feelings, procrastinate, and fated to be alone. So I'm kind of getting 2 different things. So one, I get somebody who, like, they want you to read their fucking mind. Like, you didn't know that they wanted to go to Outback today. Like, you were supposed to know this. This is somebody who I feel like they hide how they feel because you're supposed to know. Okay? You're supposed to know. I feel like this is somebody who wants to be chased, and you need to know what they're thinking at all times, how they feel, what they think, what they want to eat. You have to chase them. You have to make all the effort. And but then they don't, this is not an equal give and take relationship. Okay. So if this is resonating, this is your story. It's not an equal give and take. This person wants you to always know exactly what they're thinking, what they want, what they need, all of that. But they never say it. They're like, they want you to read their mind, okay? Or read their cards. I don't know. I think this person has, because of the way that they behave, with fated to be alone, I think that they basically destroy every relationship that they're in. Okay? And I don't like to place blame on one person or the other, but I think that men will do this for a minute, but I think you're getting tired of the shit. Okay? Like, if you want something from me, tell me how, you know, what you want. If you feel something, tell me how you feel. I'm not a fucking mind reader. And this person, you know, gets upset, wants you to chase them, wants you to know exactly everything. And I think it's extremely frustrating. And I think that, again, men do it for a minute, but then they get tired of the shit and they leave. And that's why, with fated to be alone, I think this person, like, self-sabotages every relationship. Because they lack emotional intelligence, or I'm kind of getting like this arrogance of like, they're the shit, so they really don't need to put effort into anything, and it's your job to do it. And I don't know that that's somebody that you want to be a partner with, because this ain't gonna go away. They feel entitled. They feel entitled that they're so important, confirmation, that you should do this. They don't need to do it for you. You just need to do it for them. So, again, I think they self-sabotage every relationship. Okay? All right, on to Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're dealing with a masculine Scorpio, what is the blockage? Masculine Scorpio, what is the blockage? Masculine Scorpio, what is the blockage? Three cards, please. So we've got being guarded, procrastinate, and eye candy. So I do actually feel like this person is a procrastinator. That might be something that irritates you. And I also feel like this person is kind of shallow. With eye candy, you know, it says beauty fades, choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. I don't think this person does that. I do think they're a procrastinator. I think they're guarded. I think they're shallow. And I think they're shallow because they deep down inside are insecure. This is how you would know if this is your story. This person probably makes fun of other people out in public. So like if they're fat, or, you know, they look nerdy, or they have a gap, or whatever. Like this person ridicules strangers, like, to you often. And that it stems from them being very insecure. That's why they're guarded. And again, I do think this person's kind of a fucking procrastinator. Like, he'll get around to shit. Like, if you guys make plans, like, they're always falling through because he didn't get around to doing that, or he forgot, or whatever. But I do think this person is, again, very shallow. and very insecure. So, like, do I think this person, if he felt like he could get somebody who was, like, let's say you're a 7, if he felt like he could get a 9, would he? Probably. He'd probably go and do that because he's shallow. He's very shallow. He doesn't look for beauty inside of a person. He looks for beauty on the outside of a person. And again, you'll know that this is your story if, like, you guys are out and he's sitting there just dogging out everybody that's in the fucking restaurant. And this dude, I'm talking about somebody who's like a 7 themselves or a 6. But in order to hide how insecure they are, they talk shit about everybody else. I don't find much, I'm not getting much depth from this person. You probably don't have a lot of adult conversations. I'm kind of getting like, I don't, like a flunky frat boy. Like he couldn't be a frat boy, but he's like a flunky. I don't know. It's like really weird energy. Kind of crude. I think that sometimes if you have, okay, you would probably ask yourself more than, I don't know, 10 times, why the fuck am I dating this dude? Then this is your story. And no, there's not something deep down inside of this person. This person is as shallow and crude as they seem. And it stems from, they're very guarded. So again, you guys don't have, I don't even think you don't have adult conversations, and you sure as hell don't have emotional adult conversations. And yes, this person is a procrastinator. It's probably late all the time. All right, if you are with a Scorpio woman, let's see, what is the blockage? Scorpio woman. 3 cards, please. Scorpio woman. One more card. All right. We've got rushing, being guarded, and changing them. I think this person is being guarded to you because number 1, you're moving too fast, and number 2, you are trying to change them. So you may be sitting there going, no, I'm not. Yeah, but to this person, you are trying to change them. So whether it's the things you guys do together, like how they act, you may say things to this person that to you seem innocent, but I think to them they find kind of offensive. They do feel like you are trying to change them into like something that they're not. And you're also trying to move too fast. So this person is really guarded with you because of that. I think Like if you were to ask this person to marry you right now, they would say no. Because it's too fast, it's too much. And I think that they're really guarded towards you because they're like, I think they're on the fence now because of how you like you moving too fast, you making suggestions to them about, oh, they should do this or they should do that, but that's not who they are, and that's not who you met, and that's not who you started dating. And so this person is kind of like, you know, on the fence, like whether or not they even want to be with you anymore. So I don't even think you guys, not only are you not on the same page, you're not even reading the same book at this point. This person is on the fence on whether or not they even want to be with you. And you could be over here thinking about when you're going to pop the question. And this girl doesn't even know if she wants to be with you anymore. So if you're trying to change somebody or mold them into something that you want, then this isn't your person. Because you should love somebody for who exactly the fuck they are. And so now this person is like, yeah, I don't know about this guy. All right. All right, Saggies, let's see what is the blockage. So if you are dating a Sagittarius man, let's see what the blockage is. If you are dating a Sag man, what is the blockage? All right, 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. All right, I guess we're going to get 4. Oh, wow. All right, so there might be an age difference between you guys. This person is definitely hiding the way that they feel, and they're very guarded. This person has a lot of trauma that they need to work through. We've got pent-up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful toward others. So this person has, I feel like, some inner child wounds that they haven't healed yet. They don't like to talk about their feelings. They are extremely guarded. And again, like I said, there might be an age gap between you guys. So, you know, the lack of maturity could be a problem. I mean, I think right now you might be having fun, but I think the lack of maturity and the lack of, this person has a hard time processing their emotions. So, like, I feel like this person might lash out at times. Which, again, that could turn very abusive very quickly. But I do feel like this person has some inner child wounds that they need to heal. So I think you know that. So if this is your story and this is already resonating, I think you know that this person has a lot of inner child wounds that they need to heal. But I'm mostly concerned with the pent-up anger. I think that, you know, I'm kind of getting the feeling that this is fairly new. So you may not have seen all of their anger and their rage yet. So I would just be very careful, okay? And again, there is an age gap. So the way that you process emotions is very different than the way this person processes emotions. Okay, so, you know, with the inner child wounds, I think that's why this person is not telling you how they feel. And without doing any healing, I don't know that they ever will. They don't know how to vocalize those emotions. And I'm kind of getting they don't even really know how to express them physically other than fucking. So, That's what I have for you. All right. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius female, Sagittarius female, what is the blockage? 3 cards, please. Sag females. I don't know if those were supposed to come out. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Sag female. So, this person, we've got feel unloved, being needy, and sex only. I think that this person, I don't want to say that they're promiscuous, okay? I think that the way that they get love or feel love, or I don't know, is through sex. I don't think that this person loves themselves. So I don't think that this person is cheating. I think this person has probably had a lot of partners. I think that they have a lot of, they don't know their self-worth. So you probably slept with this person, probably on the same night. I think that other people see things in them that they don't. So this person does not have any self-love. They are extremely needy. And they do feel unloved deep down inside. I also feel like this person probably does not have a very good relationship with her mother. And that's why she turned to men and sex to feel loved. This person needs to do some healing and learn how to love themselves. I think you know that. So the blockage really is, I think you want the neediness to go away. This person probably cries a lot. I mean, they're probably fine as hell and great in bed, but I think you're on the fence on whether or not, like, this is actually going to go anywhere. But yeah, this person needs to do some, healing and learn to love themselves. This person can't love anybody properly because they don't even love themselves. Okay? All right, Cappies. If you are with a Capricorn man, what is the blockage? Capricorn man. Capricorn man. A lot of fucking guarded people out here. I think like every sign has gotten that. Um. So, okay, this person, if you're dealing with a Capricorn man, this person got hurt by somebody and they have not healed because of it. So they're very guarded and non-committal. They're not going to commit because in their head, you're going to leave anyway. We got everyone leaves, being guarded, and sex only. So that's pretty much all you're going to get from this person is some sex. I think you have tried to get close to this person and it's gone nowhere. Deep down inside, this person truly feels that you're going to leave, you're going to cheat, you're going to whatever, and they are not going to let you in. So they'll fuck, they'll hang out, whatever. But as far as actually letting you in, probably not. So if you know, like if this person has shared with you their past and all of that, I think you can tell by the way that they talk about their past relationships, kind of with disdain. I don't think they have like one good relationship that, you know, they don't really have anything positive to say. Probably everyone has cheated on him or they all left him or whatever. I also feel like this person is probably, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's, if you've met their family, you probably get the sense that they're a bunch of enablers. I feel like this person is kind of mean too. I don't know why. So like they could be kind of mean to you sometimes and you're like, what the fuck is your problem? And I feel like this person like deep down inside hates women. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of getting that. Like they just see women as like, I don't know, objects, I guess. Like I feel like in this person's mind, we're all bitches. Bitches and whores. I don't know. I think if you really listen to, if this is resonating, if you really listen to the way he talks about women, I think you will actually pick up on his disdain for women. He doesn't actually really like them. I don't think it's mommy issues. I think it's somebody hurt him in the past and he never got over it. And then he like hurt people. So he started taking it out on other women and they left because like, you ain't gonna fucking sit here and abuse me for some shit I didn't do. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So like if this resonates and like this, if you really listen to this person when he talks about women, you're gonna like catch the disdain coming off of like the words and just everything. Like this person does not really care for women. Like and again, like he'll be with you and you guys are in a relationship, but I think you do know that like if this is your person, they're kind of mean to you and it's like borderline abusive. And I think that this person, I don't know why I keep hearing enablers, is surrounded by enablers. Like they make excuses for him and they always side with him. Like he has not contributed to the downfall of any of these relationships. Because the way he puts it, it's always them. So if this sounds familiar and this is resonating, this person doesn't actually like women. Hold on, guys. Let me grab a drink. Okay. My mouth was getting dry. All right. Capricorn women. Let's see. What is the blockage? Come on, Coda. Capricorn women. What is the blockage? All right. Capricorn women. 3 cards, please. Capricorn women, can I get one more card, please? All right, I guess it's going to be 4. Oh. Woof, good Lord. Getting hurt, fixing them, criticizing, not being you. Good Lord. First of all, you can't fix them. I don't know if it's just a sign, but I'm kind of getting the same energy for the female. I'm not saying that I don't think she hates men, but I think that you get your feelings hurt a lot by this person. I think this person is mean too. I think you feel like you can fix them. Like if you're super sweet and super kind and you love them a lot, like then they'll change. But I think this person criticizes you a lot. You get your feelings hurt a lot. And so you've started to like walk on eggshells around this person and you don't behave like yourself anymore. Like I'm getting this like constant fear of being criticized. Like you always, before you open your mouth, I like seeing you trying to gauge what kind of mood she's in or whatever, because you don't want to like make her mad, because then she's going to criticize you, and like you're constantly walking on eggshells around this person, being very cognizant of what you say. I feel like this person is really fucking mean to you. But I feel like you think like with time you can fix them or they'll change or they'll get better. But this is fucking abuse. So if this is you, this is abuse. And it's not going to change. You're not going to be able to fix them over time. This person needs some fucking therapy. Because this shit is mean. You having to watch every little thing that you do because you live in constant fear of being criticized or having them be mean to you, this is abusive. This is abuse. So no, you're not going to fix them. They need therapy. They really do. And I'm not even getting like somebody hurt them. I'm getting like, they're just like really mean spirited. I don't know. Like, I don't know what their fucking problem is, but I don't like it. I would just move on. You're probably going to need therapy after this relationship too. I'm sorry. All right, moving on to Aquarius. If you're dating an Aquarius man, what is the blockage? If you're dating an Aquarius man, what is the blockage? If you're dating an Aquarius man, what is the blockage? Oh, okay. Good Lord. So, this person's guarded. I think you are kind of pushing them away a little bit. They're guarded because I think you're talking about stuff that they're not ready to talk about. So I think they feel like you're moving too fast for them. Like you may be talking about moving in together and this and that and picking out curtains, and this person's like, what the fuck? And so it's kind of making this person back away from you. And so maybe at first they weren't being guarded with you and they weren't too busy to hang out and all that, but they are now. If that's resonating with you, it's because you're moving too fast and you're scaring this person away. All right, if you're dealing with an Aquarius woman, Aquarius woman, Aquarius woman, what is the blockage? Aquarius woman. Oh, Lord. Okay. So I kind of get the feeling that she thinks that you're taking too long to like move the relationship along. I think she also feels like it's just a matter of time before you reject her, and that is because this person feels like there's no good guys left, and that it because you're not moving at the pace that she wants you to, that this relationship is going to end anyway. So if you kind of felt a change in the energy, the vibe, the between you guys, that's what it is for her, you're not moving at the pace that she wants you to. Okay, so that to her is telling her like you're just gonna break up, and again, she knew it. There's no good guys left in the whole wide world. All the good ones are taken. You're just gonna fucking leave because you're not moving the relationship at the pace that she wants. So to me, I mean, if that is ultimately your goal, is you do see yourself being with this person down the line, you do want something very committed and serious and all that, but you just want to slow it down, my advice would be to sit down with this person and have a conversation. Okay, I don't see everything being bad, but she's starting to get into the he's just gonna fucking leave because he's a bastard too, and there's no good guys left in the world. So because again, she's not seeing any progression, and so now her mind is spinning like, oh my god, I knew it, he's a dick too, blah 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 blah, because to her the relationship is not moving the way it should be, or at the pace that she thinks it should. To me, this could be cleared up with a simple conversation, if that's what you want. If your intentions are to stick around and all of that and blah blah blah, but you're like, hey, why are we rushing? Like we've got, our whole life. Have a conversation. If your intentions are not, then fuck it, whatever, and eventually the relationship will just die out anyway. All right, Pisces, last but certainly not least, if you are dealing with a Pisces masculine, what is the blockage? What is the blockage? If you're dealing with a Pisces masculine, what is the blockage? All right, 3 cards for Pisces, please. So, you want to be Captain Save-A-Ho too, huh? You have a lot of anxiety. You may be losing or feel like you're losing parts of yourself trying to fix this person. You're not equally yoked. If you feel like you need to fix this person, then this person obviously has some trauma. And quite honestly, from anxiety and losing yourself, if you look at these 2 cards, do you see how much stress you're taking on? Like, this is disturbing your peace at this point, trying to fix this person. Now, if you think that you'll be successful and this is something that you want to continue to do, then by all means. But again, by looking at these 2 cards, this is your peace. You're losing yourself. You're having anxiety because you're trying to fix the misfit toy. If this person needs fixing, then they need to do some healing, get some therapy or whatever. But this is impacting your peace, probably your health by now, all because you're trying to fix them. They need to fix themselves. All right, if you're dealing with a Pisces feminine, Pisces feminine, what is the blockage? One more. Pisces feminine, what is the blockage? Three cards, Pisces feminine. I can tell you right now. So we've got sex only, not committed, being cold, incomplete. She just wants to fuck. She doesn't actually see you as commitment material. That's why she's kind of like cold, like she seems cold and aloof to you and whatever. Very like she just wants to fuck. So with incomplete, you want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own and not committed. So I think that you probably have more feelings for her than she has for you. Again, she's not in this relationship for commitment. I also get the feeling that you're not the only one. And as far as being cold, again, you don't complete her, but she may be a little cold to you because she just doesn't like see you that way. Like she just like, okay, if this is your story, if this resonates, like this is somebody who like doesn't stay the night. Like y'all fuck, she may hang out for a minute and then she leaves. Because it's in girl terms, you know, spending the night, it's not that type of relationship. So I think you have more feelings for her than she has for you. She's not looking at this relationship as like you're just kicking it, essentially. So if this sounds like it's your story, yeah, you're just kicking it. She doesn't look at it as a relationship. And if she is out there fucking other people, she doesn't consider it cheating because you guys aren't a thing. Like, she just looks at it as like, I think you really care about this person. Like, I'm kind of getting, you really, really like this person. You really care about this person. You really want something with this person. But this isn't this type of relationship for her. To her, it's not a spend the night kind of relationship. It's not a, you know, let's spoon and all that shit. No. This is thanks, you know, talk to you later. Okay, bye type of deal. Okay. So thank you all for watching my video. I know that was a lot to process. Please use your discernment. Again, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, or I'm trying to keep it 100. And, you know, there was a lot of hard truths that came out in the cards. Again, if it doesn't resonate, it's not your story. I can't possibly channel for every single person on the planet. So I channeled what the cards wanted me to read on. So hopefully it gets to the people that needed to see it. And thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys.